All right, well, NVIDIA, I don't get this. They got great news with Deepseek R1. Um, so many corporations prefer to run their own AI in their own separate environments. Cloud, but separate cloud. It's complicated, but whatever. Separate on the cloud. So uh, they need this having an open source model of this quality is really a good thing. Um, Granted, it will take some time to sort of corporatize the open AI software, but this is great news for corporations. At the very least, some of the innovations in the model will be applied um, to existing models like OpenAI or Gemini. It's open source after all. Um, it's completely overblown that it was how cheaply it was done. I mean, they trained on other people's training, so that makes it cheaper than regular training, doesn't it? It's not some sort of a maverick solution that no one ever thought of. In fact, training on synthetic data is something that's been done, so I believe, something very similar, if not the same, as what they've done at DeepSeek. The model is really cool. It's not, I don't know how to say it. It's really cool, but it's not like going to change the world. I mean, you can watch it. It plans out. It sort of puts down a scaffolding for an answer, which is super cool. And I haven't seen that in other AI, though surely it existed to some degree. Um, it's cool. It thinks a lot more like a human than the other ones do. Its performance. Right, here we go. So yeah, it does seem to use a little bit less hardware. It doesn't seem over the top. When I've looked at recommended um, power on a couple of places, it's not that much lower than the other open models. So I don't quite get it. Um, but with a hype of how it uses normal chips, well, you can run the other models on open chips if you wish. It's just slow. So the performance doesn't seem that much better, but it's better. Um, so it's really pushed forward AI. AI has just gotten better, right? Um, we're not far away from it actually being useful to attorneys. If we're not far away from when it's actually useful for uh, um, I don't know, accounting. We're not far away from when it's going to be useful to do. I'm sure you've seen the earbuds, the Samsung earbuds where like I talk English and the other guy talks Chinese. Like, bro, that stuff doesn't work. So you're going to need a good quality local AI. So in time, those earbuds, which everyone was blown away with, will become, let's just say, real, without the quotes, like real no quotes. Um, so it's incredibly good news. It means AI is going to grow like crazy. And in NVIDIA, oh, better tell you this first. This is not financial advice, Doi. And also, I don't know you. I don't know who's listening right now. Um, so I can't give you financial advice because I'm not licensed and I don't know you. Like double, like don't listen to me. Um, but I am over my skis on NVIDIA, just so you know. So, but I saw this, I'm like, oh no, bad news for NVIDIA, it's crashing. And I read, and then I thought about it, I'm like, this is fantastic news for NVIDIA. Um, Anyways, they have an unusually high PE even now with the correction. So I think, I don't know. I think it's just going to take time for people to understand the implication. I think it was kind of reported with if it bleeds, it leads. So they tried to make sort of this dramatic bad news in the press, when in actuality, uh, it's really good news. Um, I don't know what to say. And congrats on developing a really cool product. Um, and I should add, answers are a bit odd. You can sort of tell it's been trained on someone else's training. So I've noticed immediately, like some questions are much better answered on ChatGPT than Deepseek, and but some questions I've at least seen demonstrated, like the code that Deepseek spits out is really good and with very low errors. Like this guy had a pretty high horsepower setup, um, like 192 gigs of NVRAM. So his GPU, his NVIDIA card had like 192 gigs of high-speed integrated RAM, and he said, write Tetris in Python. And he got it right the first try. Like that's so cool. So it's a cool innovation, but it's not China destroying Silicon Valley. It's, if anything, it's the opposite. It's China keeping the model more open. It's sorry, a Chinese company really, it, and distributing that sort of power to the rest of the world. But at the same time, it's really good news for Silicon Valley. Yeah, so those are my thoughts. Um, I don't know which channel I'm going to drop this on. I'm tempted to put it on the English, sorry, the um, my Alex Learn Spanish channel, because I have a handful of viewers who use this for English practice. So, I don't know, or I might dump it on the new Jocular channel. Um, we shall see. Talk to you all later. Love to hear your comments. Um, and if it's on the Spanish channel, just go ahead and type them in Spanish if you like. Um, have a good one.